Hey, yo, I ain't even gonna lie. I just had to come back. I'm always come back. Just when you think it's nice and quiet, I just had to come back.
Muting.
Come back.
Unmuted. Muting.
I'm gonna come back. Especially if I feel like I have to say something. Especially if I feel like it's something that I gotta get off my chest. All across America, we got these parents, man. We have to do a better job at keeping an eye on our kids. We got a certain content creator. She always lying. She always thinks she's telling the truth, but she always lying. Ain't that right, miss? She worrying about everybody and their kids. I'm gonna say it. She worrying about everybody and her kids and their kids on these YouTube streets. I'm gonna make this one short. Y'all can catch the replay. That's what I'm talking about. She worrying about everybody else's kids. She makes statements about this one's mother, this one's father, their kids, what their kids is doing and not doing. Her son is not here with her right now because of her. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to let these chips fall. Her son is not here now because of her. Because she sent her son out into their streets of what? Georgia, Florida, Alabama. She sent her son out into the streets where they live at to take over, bully, possibly sell drugs. Her son wasn't living right because he didn't die right. And it's all her fault. So what she does now, she come on YouTube and she take it out on everybody else and their kids and their husband. She worrying about somebody else's husband. The dude she with wouldn't even marry her. But she got dressed up and everything like that and they called off the wedding. Something like that, right? Let her tell it. And she said, it's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. Ain't nothing okay. That man was smart. When that man didn't marry you, that man was smart. When you sent your son to the streets to die, that was your fault. Too many people in this country today always blame everything else except themselves. Blame me for trying to do the right thing with my kids. I'm slow. She sounds slow just like anybody else who is really truly slow. Because these genes I got in me produce some damn good kids. This super sperm here shot out pretty good. I didn't miss with my aim too much. And while I was teaching my kids to do the right thing in the streets, how to move in the streets, I taught my kids how to move in the streets. You taught your son to let the streets move him until he moved no more, until the streets got tired of whatever he was doing out there, and they shut him down. And it's your fault. And I'm not lying. It's your fault because that's how you sent your son out there. Had you sent your son to go get an education, a job, he'll still be here now. Smart Squad, Trina, what up, girl? We just gotta be honest. Mothers like her send their kids to the streets to die and don't even know it, and I'm gonna say it. Mothers like her send their kids out in the street to cause the problems that come upon them in the end, and they're the ones that lose. What did you teach your kid? You taught your kid how to run the streets. You taught your kids how to carry a gun. That's the truth. You taught your kid how to bully. Just like you be on YouTube trying to bully. Trying. Talking about somebody's husband this and that. You was gonna give Icy Ice the booty. Cause he's a derelict just like your damn man. No disrespect, but hey, what the fuck? I said it, I said it. You was hurt to find out Icy Ice go both ways. They was telling you right in your face that for one cigarette in damn jail, the sex act he'll perform for one cigarette. And you was still with the flirt with him. That's cause you nasty. What did you teach your son while he was here on this earth? You didn't teach your son nothing. You taught your son nothing but to run the streets, bully, talk junk just like you, enforce your type of law. The truth is gonna sting a little bit. In fact, it might sting a lot because it's the truth. You was a bad mother. And you being a bad mother cost your son his life. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tomorrow I want you to come on YouTube and explain what kind of mother are you. You're on YouTube now. Won't you tell the idiot to invite me on your panel? I'll be happy to come up there. Because his mother is no better. His mother is probably worse than you. Or y'all neck and neck, y'all tie. I would never beat my kids getting out the tub soaking wet, butt naked with an ironing cord. Because all she did was make him just like her. A piece of trash. She's trash, he's trash. She probably lied just like him lie. Lies, lies, lies. That's all y'all good for is lies. But he's a fairy tale. He's like a folk tale. He's like a cartoon. This chick here, I would get my tea, but I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like getting up. And I'm sitting in the chair tonight. I don't feel like getting up for no tea for y'all. Y'all not worth tea. Y'all worth the truth. Be it as it may. The only thing you taught your son was to go in the streets and try to run the streets the way he tried it until it became an end for him. So now you out here trying to blame everybody else for your son's undoing when you should look in the mirror and you should blame yourself because you're the reason why he went out there the way he did. My kids grew up in the streets of New York. My kids have respect for the older folks. They knew what older folks to talk to. They knew what older folks to not talk to. Not those drunks. Because they'll try to get smart with kids that's real respectful. I seen him one day. This boy's ready to slap the shit out this old lady. I said, no, don't hit her. Who the fuck she talking to? See, we ain't grew up that way. We was scared of the older people. Oh yeah, especially the ones with the big church hats. We ain't play with them. It's like they had a damn switch in their bag just in case they had to whip somebody's ass out there and take them home. These kids these days are different. I'm not gonna sit up here and feel bad because I taught my kids how to live and she taught her kids how to die. Because that's what happened to her son. He went in the streets, tried to be something that he wasn't, wanted to be a damn gangster. Mama upheld it. I'm proud of my son. He a gangster. Yeah, that's right, that's right. And somebody boomed him. That's what happens. In all the 50 states, even in Alaska, they got gangbangers out there. You go out in the street being something you're not, leaving yourself out in the open. You want to be that person. You want to have that name. You want to make a name for yourself. Where I come from, you make a name for yourself by doing the right thing or even the wrong thing. But you have a choice what kind of name you want to make for yourself. Your status will be the same. It'll be upheld. Well, not really the same. Because when you be assholes like some people be, or when you teach your kids to be assholes like a content creator did, your son loses his life. That goes for anywhere. And in the country, I'm surprised they even playing that role because everybody can carry a gun. Once you get 18 years old or 21, you're legal. Go in the store, show you got a clean record, no felonies. You fill out the paperwork in a half an hour, you walk out the damn store with a gun. In New York, we can't do that. But we still can get one. So based on her behavior, how she carried herself on YouTube, how she attacked people on YouTube, attack people's husbands because she don't have one, attack people's kids because she lost one, I say the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. The lady is a piece of shit, and God forgive me, she made her son one too. Now we're gonna do this forever if it means that. But I'm not here to beef with you. See, I'm here to tell you the truth. You're a piece of trash that taught your son how to be a piece of trash, and because of you, your son lost his life. As they say on here now, he crashed because of the teachings of his mother. I don't know about his father. If that little crackhead man that be in the background is his father or stepfather, the one that walks around the house at night like he patrolling, like he doing his job or something. What the hell? I walk through my house too, make sure ain't nobody at my door trying to jam my lock, or I do the same thing. Good boy, good boy. But had you taught your son how to live the right way, guess what? Your son will still be here right now. But because of your teachings and your hatred you got for other people, because you can't dance, you can barely bend over. Only a desperate man want that damn booty you put out there. Because your man don't want it. First of all, he would have married you if he wanted it. That's number one. And I'm not even asking for cash apps tonight. I can use it, but I'm not going to ask it. I want to get my point across. I want this lady to know that she's a piece of trash, and I'm only telling the truth. And because of her, her son lost his life. And I'm not being mean. I'm starting to think like Charleston White think on certain instances. Love him and hate him, the man be right on a lot of stuff. This is what the mothers is putting out into the streets of United States right now. They putting their children out there. When I sent my kids out there, they went to school, they came home. They went to school, they went to after school program, they went to cheerleading or football practice, boxing practice. I kept them busy until they came home, and then they did their homework. They did their homework actually in after school. By the time they got home, they had a little bit of homework left. They watch TV, they eat, and they chill. I wasn't that strict on cut out the light, because I knew by 10 o'clock they'll be asleep anyway. 10:30 they'll be out. So I never really stressed bedtime. Sometimes they'll be up late, like after 12, like, boy, don't you know you got school tomorrow? Or if they playing that game on a damn school night, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'm going, oh, no, 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 no. That's different. But if they laying in the bed, they watching TV, they chilling, I left them alone. Because I knew eventually they was going to doze off anyway. See, once the streets tried to introduce my son to a damn gun, they supposedly found the gun when he was 8 years old. I knew right there, that's it. Or my son could have wound up like her son. And I ain't even gonna say that because I wasn't letting that happen. She let it happen. You sent your own son to the streets to be killed. And you want to question somebody else's husband, somebody else's mother, somebody else's father, somebody else's kids. I don't know how you can't even try to evaluate my kids. My kids already been as far as yours gonna go. Whether I get some statements right or wrong. I got the truth now if you want to hear it. I can run it. Because even when I was wrong, I wasn't too far from the truth then. But see, that's how proud I am of my kids. I can afford to get one wrong. Because I can only correct it and make it right. You can't correct your son's life. Your son's life is incorrect. Your son's life is incomplete. Your son's life is no more. And it's your fault. See, parents like these, like certain people, you can't send your son to the street to die like a dog and then blame the streets for it. Because when your son is gone, when I'm gone, when you're gone, the streets is still going to be there. You just got to admit it. You sent your son to the streets to die. Because you thought he was a tough one. But like I was always told, there's always somebody tougher. Man, woman, or child. We'll keep this one short. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep this one short. If anybody want to hit that cash up right before I go out, you're more than welcome. You don't have to. This is not a cash app night. This is a let them know night. You got me. You want me, you got me. Because all I'm gonna do is tell the truth. I was raised off of understanding the truth. People could look in your face and lie. People could look right in your face and lie. I see who this person is. I don't have to look in your face and lie when I can look in your face and tell the truth. What up, girl? Where you been? Oh, that's my home girl right there. What up, Truth is? Sorry, I'm coming on like I'm coming on tonight, but sometimes you have to. I don't want to. Sometimes you have to. Might give it five more minutes. Yeah. You know, sometimes you have to. Because you gotta let people know. My name and my word on these YouTube streets means something. And I can let people get away with saying a few things. But at some point I have to really manifest what I stand for. When you got a woman on these YouTube streets chastising everybody else's kids, everybody else's husband, no doubt, no doubt. Thank you very much for all of that. You know, she's trying to talk about my daughter because she went to college, but see, that's my fault. But I'm letting everybody, she went to Howard University and all this and all that. I was already told in my household that was my fault. Can't let the bag out to everybody what you doing, even if it's good. People don't care if you're doing good. Some people do. Not everybody is like a Trina Wakefield. Not everybody is like a Truth is. Not everybody is like a Kenya Black or Philly Phil. Not everybody is like these great women. You got creeps, male and female. And when you mad at me because I'm talking about how my daughter went to school and made something out of herself, and you turned your son into a drug dealer, sent them out to the streets to die. I had people in my damn family die too. Good kids. They hit a certain age, 14, 15, 16. They just got ill. And one day their parents get that phone call, yo. I know parents who sent their kids to the streets to sell drugs. She's 29, 28, 20, 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. That's my fault. No? So when you have people, I know parents that sent their kids out to the streets to sell drugs. I know people that told their kids if they if they don't make money, don't come home. See, these are the kind of people that send their kids to the streets to die. Let me manifest it. I know a kid that went out there and got him a job and tried to give his mom's money. I don't want this shit because she was used to him selling drugs, bringing home real money. He got locked up. He did 6 months. He came home. He made a change. He made a change. We ain't got a job. He was giving his mother a couple hours a week. Probably what he used to give her in a damn day, he was giving it to her in the week. Peer pressure sent him back to the streets. He went out there, he got caught up in some mess, and had to do 10 years in jail. Because his mother sent him to the streets to be as such. Here you go right here. I'm about to put it up there. I remember when I was 10 years old, a child sitting home. I said, yeah, yeah. I had one, I actually knew somebody that gave a kid drugs to transport for him. The kid was 12 years old. Just so happened the kid was my cousin. I'm going to the store one day, and I seen the guy give him a bag, right? I peeped it, but I ain't saying nothing. I was like, I was about to call him. I said, nah. A couple of days later, I went to the store. I seen the same thing. This time, I went over there, and believe me, I put that guy under pressure. And me and him knew each other. He started speaking to me for years behind that. The next time you give my cousin drugs, I'm gonna take it from him and I'm gonna keep it. And you gotta come get it from me and I'm not giving it to you. You never, because I asked my cousin, I was like, yo, what is that you got? He was already on his way. Like I wanted to take it from him then, but I feel bad. I couldn't take it from him. I had to let him finish delivering that shit. So I let him. I let him. But I went over there and I stepped to him like, yo, that's my cousin, man. Yo, I told him. I don't knock nobody for hustling. You do what you have to do. You do it the right way. You stay out of everybody's way. Stay out of. Don't get too fucking friendly with everybody. Don't be over there smiling, laughing. Always watch your back. And if you got somebody with you, y'all watch each other back. You gotta hustle to eat. Hustle to eat. long as nobody getting hurt behind it. But you got some mothers, like I said, eh, my own title is you live by the gun, you die by the gun. This content creator, with her behavior and the way she act and the way she attack everybody else's mother, husband, father, kids, she sent her son to the streets to die. And I know it. But she want to talk about somebody else's kid? Every time you talk about my kid, you think about how you sent your son to the streets to die. That's all I'm saying. And before I get off of here, I want everybody to remember what I'm saying. You don't love your kid by upholding what he's doing is wrong. I mean, we all love. We all love our kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you let your son or your daughter get away with what's wrong, break it down to them anyway. What's right? Break it down. Hit that cash app if you want. Feed your YouTube soldier. That's right. Keep it real. Keep it righteous. And if anybody hit me, let me know you hit me because I don't want to not see it. I was on there earlier, and I really wanted to say what I wanted to say, right? But I held my tongue, and I forgot to read the comments. That's because what I really wanted to say, I was holding it in. You don't hold nothing in. They probably know who I'm talking about. If they have anything to say, they could come on here. Because I can't come on this. They got me blocked. And that's all I'm saying. It's real. It's real. Like I said, I don't knock nobody for hustling. We gotta eat. That money controls America too. It's like you got a banker, you got this one, you got that one. Illegal business controls America as much as anything. If a drug dealer was to cash at me $50 right now, I ain't gonna say, hey, man, that's a drug dealer, send it back. Send me cash at me, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's how you do it. When you make a mockery out of what you do, no matter if you're a drug dealer, whether you play basketball, baseball, no matter what you do, when you make a mockery out of what you do, your time and your so-called profession is very limited. I can tell how this lady, when you see certain people on YouTube, you can tell by their business, you can tell by the way they talk how they are. All you have to do is listen. All you have to do is listen. I hear this lady go after people's husbands. Your husband this, your husband that. Your fiance, your boyfriend left you at the altar. He wouldn't even marry you, but you still with him. You on video trying to give him your ass when y'all on dancing. He he's backing up off you. Because first of all, you can barely bend over. Second of all, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth of all, he don't want you. So because your man don't want you, you attacking everybody else's husband. We about to get raw. From this day out, you mad at everybody else because you sent your son to the streets to die. What you need to do is you need to take a break. You need to go to church and you need to ask God to forgive you. Because you did that to your son. That's what you taught him. That's what he's seen in his household. And he manifested what he learned in his household in the streets. And the streets wasn't having it. Would you hide behind that damn cell phone of yours and talk all that rah rah like a dragon, baby? He did that in the streets. But the difference between you and him, his assailants had eye contact with him. They was physically in his presence. See, he thought what you do on YouTube, he could do in real life. Like that punk boy with you. You think if he did that in his streets, they'd have been, come on, they used to punk him out of school. They used to bully him in school. That's why he sound like a girl when you talk. Hey, man, your mother beating you with an extension cord, getting out the tub, butt naked, soaking wet. She made you just as sadistic as her, because I know the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Y'all pieces of trash who need to go to church, or you don't believe in God, you need to pour some sand over your head and hope that works, whatever works for you. But let it be known, what y'all do, y'all can't pull it on the streets. This lady's son is living proof of that. And with that, I'm out. Proudly. This is every day. You gotta get like Charleston White up here. This ain't about cracking jokes and stuff like that. It's about telling the truth. Queen Black, what up, girl? When you around untrustworthy people, that's what the hell it is. They're around untrustworthy people. How you gonna question somebody else's husband when your own husband didn't want to marry you? How you gonna question somebody else's kids and how they living, and you sent your son to die in the fucking streets? You sent them out there. You gave him the lessons to go in the streets to be how he was. He watched you talk all that junk on YouTube. That's YouTube. You arguing with a person 3,000 miles away from you. So you can say whatever you want to say to them. Unless they strike you. But they're not in your physical presence. You talked all that tough stuff on YouTube and sent your son out there to talk that same tough stuff on the streets. And look what happened to him. But you blaming everybody else but yourself. And you the one that sent your son out there to die. Dead. Ain't coming back. Because of you. You're not a good mother. You is not a good mother. Then y'all want to talk about me because I got one thing wrong. No, my daughter's not a partner. She's aspiring to be a partner. She got to wait her time. I know she's reading about it and stuff now, how to become a partner, what you do when you become a partner. Don't get mad at me because my daughter's a brainstorm. Shit. Sometimes I can't even deal with the shit. Because she's smarter than everybody. So I'm just like, yo. But you trying to knock me and saying I'm lying about my daughter, and you sent your son out to the streets to get killed. You ought to be ashamed of your effing self, you silly dilly broad. You're a piece of trash. I taught my daughter how to live. I taught my kids how to live. You showed yours how to die. And you mad at me for that. So whose fault is it? It's my fault because my child is living and yours is not? I bet your son was packing guns. I bet you he was. And you knew it. You felt good knowing your son was a tough guy. When you could have told him, son, what I want you to do is put that gun down until if you legally able to have one, that's one thing. You protect your home with it. I want you to pick this book up, and I just want you to read it. Georgia, Alabama, Florida. Dr. Martin Luther King roamed those areas. Tennessee, right across the state lines. What's that? Knoxville. Right across the state lines. Then you got Johnson City. I have some family from there. Then you got where I used to go, Chattanooga. If I'm not mistaken, Memphis is like 300 and something miles away from Chattanooga. That's when you're going out towards like Louisiana and stuff like that. So you in the dirty South, damn near the backbone of the civil rights movement, ran through your turf. You mean to tell me you couldn't put a book in your son's hand and tell him to read it? How about Selma, the bridge that y'all had to cross? I bet y'all crossed that bridge without no understanding. Did you say this is the bridge where so and so had to cross this bridge? But instead, you attack other people's husbands, and your husband refused to marry you, well, your boyfriend. So he started getting cool with Icy Ice and his dirty ass. Even when they were saying that he was giving up sexual allegedly, I'm gonna say some men was having sex for a cigarette in prison. You so desperate, you about to line yourself up with him. I seen it, I heard it. All you have to do is listen. All you have to do is listen. That's what you have to do. Just listen. And you will hear a whole lot. You will hear a whole lot about oneself. What you hear about me now, I don't give a damn. Because nothing that was said about me last week was true. Who owe $150,000 child support? Who, me? And the man said he was just saying it. Of course he was. Oh, he looks like that. A black man judging another black man in his untruths. This ain't no joking matter. I'm not. I ain't hitting back with no jokes. I'm hitting back with the real shit. Cause you and your homeboy that you be on the panel with, your homeboy, well, Sonny Boy, everybody, his assailants is already smoking him because they wanted him out the way. So Sonny Boy, they put him in some weed. put him in the backwood, rolled his ass up, and they smoked him. Probably still smoking him. But your homeboy that you be on the panel with, he's mad at the world because he come from a neglected, abusive home. I'm not gonna feel sorry for him because he trying to abuse everybody like he was abused. Ah, ah. This is gonna be the way it's gonna be. This is the way it's gonna be until y'all learn some manners. Y'all have to be taught some manners. But see, he knows I'm coming for him, so he's trying to align himself with as many soldiers as he can. Because he know by himself his content is bullshit. Hey, I ain't the greatest, but I'm gonna keep coming how I'm gonna keep coming. That's just how the Nard is, man. I'm gonna keep coming how I'm gonna keep coming. And I'm gonna keep on coming. I'm gonna keep on coming. Believe that. And when I finish here, I'm gonna watch me some Dark Moon Rising. That's a good movie. That'll put me right on to sleep. You know, they just trying to bash me to hope that it goes everywhere. Try to bash me, but people be like, yeah, nah. The Northpaw was a good dude, man. I didn't send. How can I be the bad guy and I taught my kids how to live, and she be the good guy and she sent her kids to the fucking streets to die? And I'm gonna be out off that thought right there. I'll be back tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, and the day after. The Norfolk about to step his game up, and I'm about to have them little cartoon character things. I'm about to the Norfolk about to step his game up again. Rise above. That's the saying. That's the mantra. Rise above. I don't have to fight nobody's fight. I don't have to go out there and fight Miss True Lies fight. I fight my fight. I fight for what's right. That's my fight. When I fight for what's right. Shout out to Philly Phil. Shout out to Local Libra. Shout out to Triple Head. Shout out to Truth Is. Shout out to Queen Black. Kenya Black. Lil Trina. Shout out to Dot. I'm not here to fight the wrong fight. I'm here to fight for what's right. Let me excuse me. Excuse me. And I'm wide awoke. But I'm gonna get off. And I might just come back on again tonight or early in the morning. I'm doing this all day. All day. It's time to be heard now. For real. It's time to let these people know that it's our time. Life is what we make it. Well, what we doing right here is what we make it too. I like to thank God for keeping my kids safe. I guess all that stuff I was putting in their heads young, it worked. I did a lot of talking with my kids. I did a lot of builds. I sit down and build with them. talk, get deep with them, find out what's on their minds, and sit down and talk to them. Then I'll get them free time. Well, let's go to the store. They used to be like, Dad, we going? They know when I'm going to the store. I'm going to get something. I'll be like, all right, let me get something to eat for the night. Go buy a piece of pie, buffalo wings. We go to the pizza shop, lasagna. Spend about $40-$50. Get something for everybody. Just put it on the table, bland. Chinese restaurant, bland. I taught them. Sometimes I used to be like, where did I go wrong? Did I go wrong somewhere? It's bumps in every road. But when I see people like True Lies try to tear other people down because she came short of them goals of being a good mother, of being a good wife, when I look at her, I be like, yo, I did a damn good job. And with that, I'm out. I love y'all all. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm gonna post the next one. Peace.